It is another beautiful, bright, sunny morning. I decided to do another little video, just following up from the one that I did a few weeks ago on your thoughts create your reality. And I'm pretty sure that was the title. I really haven't looked. We haven't learned this from school. We never learned this from our parents. Nobody told us that our thoughts hold power. Nobody told us that our emotions are powerful, and therefore we have always been in control, but we just never knew this. So number one is that your thoughts are more powerful than you can even understand or comprehend or even know. Now, you also have to remember that we think up to 60,000 thoughts a day. Some scientists say it's even 80 and 90,000. I'm going to stick with the base number, 60,000 thoughts. Now, if you can't wrap your head around that, that is an incredible figure. 60,000 thoughts a day. If you stop right now and just ask yourself, what am I thinking? And do this randomly during the day. What am I thinking? You will realize that a lot of your thoughts you're thinking are continuously old, regurgitated thoughts from the day before, the week before, the month before, the year before, the decade before. They are the same thoughts that you are thinking on a continuous basis. They're habitual thoughts. They're thoughts that have been programmed into you. You actually think on autopilot. And unless you are super conscious of your thoughts, if you are super conscious of every single thought that pops into your head, so the first step is to be aware of your thoughts. Be aware of what you're thinking at any given moment, regardless of what's happening in the world around you, whether you're driving to work, you're commuting to work, you're making yourself a cup of coffee, you wake up, the first thing in the morning, what is the first thing that you think about? When you go to sleep at night, what is the last thing you think about? How you feel about your work colleagues, how you feel about your boss, how do you feel about your family, your children, everyone, your friends, the people that you associate with. How do you feel and think about those people? And number two, every thought you think and every emotion you feel is creating your future. You are the creator of your world. You are the creator of your life. You are the writer. You can hold a pen up and you can write your life. 30 years ago, I read Louise Hay, and I thought she was either smoking some wacky weed or she was seriously delusional. I did not agree with anything she wrote. I thought I was really angry. I was very resentful at that stage too. But I remember reading it thinking, this is crazy. I think the first book I read was You Can Heal Your Body. I'm just stabbing in the dark here because I actually read all her books later down the track. But for some reason, I was really confronted that we held the power. But at 19, I was not emotionally mature enough to understand and comprehend what she had been writing. Here I am 30 years later saying that your thoughts are more powerful than you can think or even comprehend or even understand. And that is a fact. Your thoughts are your very own, and if you don't like them, change them. And someone says to me, how do you do that? And I said, first of all, be aware of your thoughts. Stop and ask yourself, what am I thinking right now? Is this thought benefiting me? Is this thought creating my future? Is this thought giving me hope? Is this thought working to my benefit? And if it's not, change it. And guess what? You're going to be angry at me saying, oh, but that's not even an option. It is an option. Change your thoughts. They're yours to change. Hey, you thought these thoughts in the very beginning, so why don't you change them? It's not easily done. When I say it's not easily done, it takes work, it takes practice, it takes mastering. And at first, I'm telling you now, your mind and your body is going to balk. Your mind and your body is going to say, hey, hold your horses here for a minute. You've never thought this before, and you've never done this before. Why are you doing this now? This is no good for you. Remember, your mind does exactly what it thinks you want it to do. Now, if you have not programmed into your mind to think beautiful, positive, incredible thoughts, right? It's gonna try and stop you because it's unfamiliar. It's going to go back to its habitual, familiar thinking, and it's going to try and direct you back to that. So it's going to make you feel uneasy. It's going to make you feel maybe sick. It's going to make you feel this isn't probably the right thing for me. But keep going. Trust me, keep going. You have to do what is unfamiliar. You have to break that old habit. And you can only do that by repetition. And it doesn't take a day, it doesn't take a week, it doesn't take a month. It can take up to 3 months to create a new habit. And right now you're thinking, I don't have 3 months. And I'm saying to you, yes, you do. It's taken you more than 3 months. It's taken you years and decades to create the habits that you have now. Aren't you worth the change? Aren't you worth waking up each morning feeling incredibly grateful? Aren't you worth having the life that you dream of? I certainly think you're worth it. So guess what? I'm here to give you a swift little kick in the pants and tell you, be super aware. Every moment you can, stop and ask yourself, what am I thinking? What am I feeling? Is this thought and this emotion going to work for me and create the most incredible life that I've ever wanted? Is it going to create the best day ever? Is it going to give me the best day ever? What's the benefit? And if it's not benefiting you, change it. You have the choice. That is your power. You have the choice to change your thoughts. If you want to change the life that you have, you need to change your thoughts. That is the first step. Change your thoughts. Now, whether you believe it or not, do not hesitate to keep going. Do not stop. Your mind doesn't understand whether something is real or imagined. Your subconscious mind doesn't understand whether something is real or fake, whether it is reality or if it's imagined. It doesn't understand whether you are cracking a joke because it takes you literally at your word. So you never say negative things like, I would give up my right arm for that, because your subconscious mind takes you literally. Your subconscious takes you at your word. It doesn't get it whether you're joking, and it doesn't get that it may not be real. So guess what? If your mind doesn't know what is real, keep going. Keep manifesting the life that you want. Keep creating your reality. Never, ever allow any external circumstances influence how you think and feel. Only you have control of that. If you give over your control of how you think and feel, you are programming yourself unintentionally. You are programming the negativity unintentionally. People ask me, why don't I watch the news? Why don't I read a newspaper? Why don't I get really heavily involved in a lot of social media? I'm very careful of what I feed my mind. So, like you nourish your body, you nourish your mind, and you nourish it with the right thoughts. So be aware of your thoughts, and that is by simply just taking that step of, what are you thinking now? Asking yourself, what am I thinking now? Your thoughts are more powerful than you think. Everything in life is the choice. So choose wisely. Choose to stop and ask yourself as many times every day, what am I thinking now? And by doing so, you are now taking control of your mind. You are taking control of what you are feeding your mind and what nourishment you are giving to your mind. And it is as simple as that. That is the simplest way of me explaining to you that you yourself hold the power. You are ultimately the creator of your life. Every word and every emotion that you think and feel is creating your life. And yes, some people may get upset with me. Some people may be saying, but you don't understand, this and this has happened. I do understand. I spent a majority of my life believing that the glass is half empty. I choose what thoughts I allow into my mind. I have the most incredible self-talk. It is all a matter of choosing your thoughts. And just like planting a garden, your thoughts are the seeds in your garden. What do you choose to grow in there? What kind of garden do you want? That is the life that you're going to have. Do you choose to have a garden full of weeds and rocks and untilled soil? Or do you choose to have a garden, it is fruiting, it is flowering, it is green, you water it, you nourish it, you look after it, and you tend to it exactly the way you tend to your thoughts. And when your thoughts are mastered, watch how different your life becomes. Everything changes. And with that, I'm going to say to you, I love you. I wish you the best day ever.